Hey guys, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day. Today I got a little unboxing for you guys. Bass season is fast approaching here in Ontario, and I made an order from American Baitworks, mostly Freedom Tackle, for some new baits that they just came out with this year that I want to try, along with some staples that I did really well with last year. But let's unbox it and talk about some of the gear in this box. Like I said, a lot of the stuff is new stuff that Freedom Tackle came out with this year, particularly some hard baits, some crankbaits, and spinner baits, and some of it is some baits I did really well with last year that I wanted to restock. So a little mix of everything in here. Here are some of the baits. Half my order is still out. Most of the soft plastics and apparel, like I got a new hat and stuff like that, isn't here yet, but first half of my order is, and I'm excited to show you guys what's in here. First of all, got some more bait fuel. My tub from last year was pretty much empty, so we got another one of those. We have the Mischief minnow. This is in a smaller size here, in a nice like perch color. The reason why I went with this color was that orange blade right there. I think it's going to drive the smallmouth crazy. So I have used the bigger size of this, the 4.5, but this is a 3.5, a little bit smaller, a little bit easier for them to take in. And yeah, sweet color right there. We also have some lipless. Now, the new rad lipless, I actually got my hands on them over the winter, a couple of colors, and I was actually able to catch a couple of fish on them already. Through the ice, I got my biggest lake trout on the rad lipless. We've got a couple of different colors here. I got the 5/8 right here in a white, mostly for those deeper lake trout. We have this one right here also in golden shad, it's called. I figured they're not only lake trout but also some bass would really like this color. Kind of imitates a goby a little bit. Another one right here, this one's in shad, very similar. I got a fire tiger for some walleye for next winter. I think it's going to be a killer bait right there. Another 5/8 in this, like, what's it called, ghost minnow color, a little bit of pink to it. And another 3/8 here. This is actually the lipless that I caught my big lake trout on this year in the goby color. The 3/8 is a great weight to use, for example, on Lake Simcoe when we're targeting, for the most part, targeting lake trout pretty shallow. It doesn't get stuck up in the mud or anything like that, and it's just a little bit easier to use than some of those full-size lipless. So, got some lipless. Now these I'm really excited about. I was actually, I haven't tried them yet, but I saw them at the Toronto Fishing and Boat Show over the winter. These are the new Speed Freak spinner baits right there. Really cool. They come in two sizes, a full size and like a mini size. I personally fish a lot of the mini sizes, but this year I want to try a couple of the bigger spinner baits and hopefully entice some of those bigger bass. But we got a couple colors here. This is the full size 1/2 ounce in blood shad. Something a little different for me. Another full size, two of them, in 3/4 of an ounce in pearl. I like fishing a little heavier spinner baits in the fall, particularly for smallmouth, so those are kind of what those are for. And I got two minis. They're not called minis, sorry, they're called compacts, both in 1/4 ounce. This is kind of what I usually throw. This is like a smoky shad color, and this is what bluegill color right there. Cool thing about these blades, they're a little bit different shape, so they're going to give a little bit of a different vibration in the water compared to some of the more traditional spinner baits, which, you know, if a bass has never seen it, might be more enticed to bite it, so they might not be conditioned to it. You guys can see right there we have a bait keeper, which is great. A little elastic keeps your line from sliding down on the shank, and overall, really like the look of these spinner baits. Awesome. I got some terminal tackle in here too, just literally just replenishing some staples. The net heads have been absolutely fantastic to me, so I got some more in green pumpkin. This is 3/16, what I usually throw. Some tiny bullet weights, because why not? Some teardrop, drop shot weights, tungsten. It's the way to go. Just make sure you tie a couple of knots so you don't lose all your tungsten. Some pegs, some 1/8, which I started using a lot more last year, a little bit more finesse presentation. Some more 1/4 and 1/8, again, fishing really clear water like I do for smallmouth. Sometimes downsizing the weight, a little bit of a slower fall of the bait, a little bit of a less in-your-face weight might make the difference between a fish biting and a fish not biting. 3/4. These I really like for my Hydra heads. I run the Hydra heads are those heads. I don't think I have any in here. Do I? Yeah, I do. These are the Hydra heads. I love these for lake trout fishing. As you guys can see here, they come with EWGs, which is great. But I personally, when I'm jigging for lake trout at least, like having a straight shank. So these are a 4/0 straight shank with a bait keeper on there that I switch these out for when I'm lake trout fishing. And we're on to some more new stuff, it looks like. Some more terminal tackle. It's not really too interesting for you guys. One thing I will say is last year I started using these tube heads. I really like them, especially this light one, 1/8. Tube falls really slow, really finesse. Fish can't resist. Got some more Hydra heads, some Zodiac heads, which I use usually for ice fishing. Had to restock. I went through like all of them this ice fishing season. Got another blade bait here. The gold, haven't tried the gold yet, kind of caught my eye. It'll be great for the fall for smallmouth fishing. And another spinnerbait. A couple more ice fishing stuff. I'll just quickly show you guys. Some turned back shads, perch color, fire tiger color, and this Wonder Bread color with the intention of fishing or ice fishing for some walleye and some crappie next winter. And onto some of the new crankbaits here. Again, I'm excited to try them. Got a couple of here. Looks like not the whole order came through, which is fine, but the other ones will be coming, hopefully, sometime soon. Freedom Tackle came out with some new crankbaits this year. They're called the Rad series. This is my first actually look at them, and they look pretty sweet. I can't lie. They kind of remind me of a wiggle wart a little bit. These ones aren't new. I've actually used these before. This is the Ultra Diver Shad. I got one in Goby here. Just to test the waters, and I got one smaller one in perch here for some bass. But these are the new ones, the new Rad crankbaits. As you guys can see, we got one in each size. No, we got one in the one size. So I believe this goes to about 2 to 3 feet. It's 3/16 of an ounce, and I got this little crawfish color. It's called Delta Craw. Should entice some of those smallmouth to bite. And here we got the 4.5 size. They are 5/8 of an ounce, and I believe they dive to about 6 feet when I was reading up on them. One of them here is in Ghost Craw, pretty cool color, and this one here is in Ghost Minnow. So let me show you guys. Right there. Kind of reminds me of the like a wiggle wart or like those live target baits that they used to make. I used to do really good on those, so I'm really excited to give these a go. And last but not least, got some hair jigs. You always need hair jigs. This is also new for me, tailspins. They're a little bit heavier, but I'm thinking with forward-facing sonar would be a really cool way to kind of get on some fish, some suspended fish. And one of my soft plastics did make it in. This is the Net Bait Ion. I haven't tried it yet. It's a 5-inch stick bait, just in black blue flake, gonna give it a go. It has the bait fuel in it. I want to try it. So that's a wrap for this unboxing. Maybe I'll do another one when the other part of my, or the other half of my order comes in. But yeah, that's some of the new baits that I'm going to be trying this year. Some of the staples that I showed you guys that I'm restocking. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave links again down below to where you guys can go have a look at this. It's time for me to rig up some baits for fishing tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next one.